and they lived happily ever after. Hey guys, welcome back to DDOH. I'm Mr. Bruce A here with James McClass with me. Matthew's not here, and we're here to get the show rolling. Now today, we're going to discuss hard and soft power during war. Oh yes, Mr. Jacob.
Wait, so is this hard power?
Yes, by definition, flexing your muscle will be hard power, yes. You see, the difference between hard and soft power is military might. So, for instance, hard power would be military might, weaponry, and that sort of thing. Soft power would be educational might. Like science, education, space race would be an example of soft power. We'll get there in a minute. Now, a good example of societies with hard and soft power. Back in, we were talking about the Cold War, but for now, as an example, the Greeks and Romans. The Greeks were huge on music, literature, that sort of thing. So the Greeks would be an example of soft power, super well educated, but not a military force. The Romans, on the other hand, would be a great example of military power because, they're huge on military might, that sort of thing. Look at their culture is based off military combat. The Greeks want to go music, writing, that sort of thing. The Romans are like, no, war, conquering, praising gods. You see, the gods are a good example of this. Modern recent times, we'll talk about the Cold War. USSR and the USA, both of which were competing. Now, during this time, there were two races going on. The arms race, which was who could get the most nuclear weaponry. In case of a nuclear war, whoever has most nukes, can do the most damage to the other person. Each one would, result in major catastrophic damage. But it's more like flexing kind of good, it's like a UFC fight that never officially fought, like Khabib and Holloway, like a fight like that. You talk about fighting, they flex, they show, they brag, they never actually fight. This was what they're about. They're like flexing on what Jacob did. He flicks. They're flexing pretty much, kind of showing what you have, what you can do, how showing you can beat the other person, but let's not have the official nuclear war though, because that would be catastrophic. Now, an example of soft power would be the space race at this time. Who could send the most people? Who could be the most advanced in space technology? Russia kind of took this win when they put the first person in space. The name of Yuri, I can't remember his last name. His name is Yuri. Which, a Russian name. It's not much helpful. But a man named Yuri in space, he was the first one back. So Russia took that win. USA was the first country to circle around the globe and put the first person on the moon named Neil Armstrong. Which we all know Neil Armstrong. People say the moon landing's fake. This is not a conspiracy channel yet. This is just a history channel, history of science, an educational channel. So yeah. A good example of soft power would be the space race. Who is most advanced in space travel and technology at this time? You'd be curious, which one's better? Now, if you were to put two together, which one would you rather your country have? Hard power or soft power? Personally, I'd prefer to have hard power. If you go back to Greeks and Romans, the Greeks had soft power, the Romans had hard power. They're highly advanced in luxury because they could afford it. And normally, if you advance in soft power, you could afford to advance in hard power. But unless you're not, it's just advanced in soft power, which will, back in the Roman Greek times, you'll be taken over by a force with harder power. Now, I would say hard power. With this information in mind, I personally would say hard power is more effective than soft power because you have the ability to defend yourself. Soft power is great, don't get me wrong, but hard power is more effective and beneficial in life. That concludes my video. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to give one last thank you to Jacob for being here. There's Jacob. Big skin, Jacob. Okay. Yep, so that's Jacob. I'm Bruce, Mr. Bruce A. thank you for viewing this channel. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Comment below on any questions or comments you have. Thank you and stay classy. Goodbye. Bye.